up folks, welcome back. This is your favorite coding element here. I hope you are doing good because I'm not doing bad myself. Let's hop on to the topic without any ado. There is a tool in Unity called as the Cinemachine camera. What is this? It is a camera which is pre-made with all the best qualities for a 2D game. That sounds like such a shortcut. There must be a catch, right? Not at all. It's extremely simple. It has like 10 to 12 options and you can create your amazing camera in like 5 minutes. How to do it? Let's hop in. First, we need to import this asset to Unity. To do that, go to Window and open the Package Manager. Wait for it to open, and at the top there is an option called as Packages. Don't go to My Assets because that's the assets you have downloaded from the asset store. Go to Unity Registry. This shows all the registered assets by Unity. In the search bar, you can search as Cinemachine. And this shows an asset. Download this asset and just add it into your game. I have already added it, so I'm going to close this tab and now hop on to the main thing. After completing the asset download, you can go to your mains or whatever you are using, go to your hierarchy, right click on it, and here there is an option called as Cinemachine. In there, today we are making a 2D camera. There are a lot of types of cameras over here and you can do many amazing stuff with all of these cameras. But now we are going to learn how a 2D camera works. Add this to your game and I'm going to name it as subscribe. Do that now. And now we are going to look into this camera. When you look at it first, you are going to see a few options over there. The first thing you need to do is select the follow. Put a transform over here, which will be your player. I'm going to drag in my player over here. And now the Cinemachine camera has automatically positioned its position to the players. Now, when you move the camera in the scene, I'm going to go through the camera. And if I move the camera, the Cinemachine camera doesn't move. But if you move the Cinemachine camera, the main camera moves with it. So you can't move the main camera by itself, but if you move the Cinemachine camera, the main camera moves too. But just to make the main camera follow the VCam camera, what is the use of this? That's not a lot at all. It's just like adding something extremely useless. You still need to see the advanced part of this asset. There are a lot of useless terms and which do not make a lot of difference to the game. But the main terms that are mentioned in this asset are the ones under the body drop down. There are a lot of options over here. We are going to know what each one of them means. First one, there is X damping, Y damping and Z damping. As you are making a 2D game, the Z damping is not required at all. Then there is a screen X and a screen Y. You can set both of these values to whatever you want. This is how much the screen is shown and the camera's distance from the player is mentioned over here. I'm going to mention what the dead zone is, dead zone height is, and the soft zone width and the soft zone height is. You may have seen games where the camera doesn't move when a character moves in a certain place. That is what the dead zone does. So I'm going to set these both values to something normal like 0.2 and the height being 0.1. Now there is a change over here. There is an empty area over here and over here. What does that make? The difference. Let's start the game and see what the difference was. Now, if I move the character from here to here, the camera doesn't move, but I go ahead of it, the camera does move. That's what the dead zone is. The player doesn't move in a certain place, but moves when the camera's yellow thing goes out of it. When we select our VCam and go to the body, we can see that there is a yellow dot over here. If this goes out of the black box, then the camera will move. If this doesn't, the camera won't move. That's what the dead zone is. It's as simple as that. But when we use the dead zone, the camera just doesn't bother to look what is ahead of it. So if the character moves over here, then we don't know what is outside here. We can't see it. That's going to be a little annoying to the players. So how can you fix this? It is also mentioned in this asset. The look ahead time and the look ahead smoothing. What does this do? The look ahead time is the time in which if you are moving at a certain direction, the asset identifies that you want to look at that side and it shows that side. The camera goes ahead. So the normal value I set it to is 0.3 and the look ahead smoothing I set it to 10. So now I'm going to start the game and look at the difference. My camera goes out of this So the camera slowly moves to the right if I'm moving at a certain direction constantly. This is what the look ahead time and look ahead smoothing does. Normally, I just ignore the look ahead. Why? Because who cares what's above you? If you want to see what is above you or your dead zone is bigger in the y-axis, you can uncheck this. Ta-da! Your camera is already an awesome camera for a 2D game. These are the settings I normally use for a 2D game and the others are just what I rarely use. The ones over here is the soft zone width and the soft zone height. What are these? For example, you want your yellow dot, which is the camera, which doesn't want to go out in a certain area. If this exceeds this, then the camera should not go ahead of that. That is what the dead zone is. So the soft zone, I'm going to change the value to 2 and this to 1. So here, if the red dot, the yellow dot goes out of the screen, the camera won't move out of it. If I set this to 0.1 and 0.2, the camera won't go out of that box at all. So as you can see, the camera follows the box instantly when the yellow dot goes out of that. That's what the soft zone is, and you can use these terms to creatively make your camera better so your game is also better. So that's it for today. I hope you got to know how to use this powerful asset. If you want an example of how powerful this asset is, you are skipping more than 100 lines of scripting using this asset. You may think I'm exaggerating, but I'm actually underestimating this asset. You are skipping more than 1,000 lines of scripting. That's a lot of saved time, right? So whenever you're creating a 2D game, remember to use this asset and also remember to see my videos. Peace. It's been 2 months since I uploaded. Oh no. I'll upload anyways.